Hey everyone, and let's continue reading Futamata Ren'ai. In the previous part, we got to learn more about Yu's family situation and the reason why she ran away from the home. And the reason for that is a sad one. It's because she lost her father, and after her mother remarried and brought the stepfather to their household, she started to feel like she doesn't belong there anymore. And perhaps she may actually have some negative feelings towards Shrimp. Although I still think that she loves her sister despite that. And I hope this time we're gonna get to learn more about what happened between her and Rui, and why they are not on the talking terms anymore. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and jump straight to the reading. You said all that. It's the day after I stayed over at yours. She and I went our separate ways quickly. There was no conversation between us. I didn't want to head back to the dorm, so I ended up running over to Kalish and running into Rui. So did you do it? Did you fuck? Everything has to be about sex, like we already brainwashed Kirama before, but still. Why everything has to be involved about that? Seriously, what kind of a guy do you think I am? If I was after quick lay, I wouldn't have chosen that pain in the ass. Well, you act like a total horn dog around the Takayaki girl. You're almost as easy as they come. Now that did that sound persuasive to you? I'm not sure if I like what my guy thinks about about Kirama, because why he's gotta be like this? Shouldn't I promise to eventually have loving consensual sex, so I'm doing nothing wrong. I think you still don't give my girl enough credit. Also, I wanted kill Rui to learn her name. I just want them to be friends. So is the real girlfriend, while that Takaki girl is fuck buddy on the side, huh? What a disgusting freak you are! I mean, to be fair, we didn't get to fuck anyone, so that's still on the equal terms. Is it just me, or did you get a lot moodier since you learned I sit over at yours? There, it's okay. If I get into your happy fuckboy life comes to the end, the second I decide to expose you. Also, since when we were on the first name basis, I think we already passed the point of no return, and sooner or later we gonna get exposed anyway. Just let me have my moment today. I'm in a great mood after getting some sleep. Should I have more pressing issues than went to a girl's place to get a good night's sleep? Hey, I have made some good progress. You should be praising me. Yeah, meanwhile, I've not gotten anywhere, sigh. And there, Rui.
またクズ野郎に上から応援されることほど屈辱的なことはないわね。いつだって崖っぷちにいるのはあんただってのに。
There's nothing more humiliating than being shit on by to time in peak like you. Don't forget that you are the one on the edge of the cliff here. For me?
その様子だと自分がどんだけまずい行動をしてるか自覚がないよね。ご愁傷様。
I guess you don't realize how badly your actions are. I'm gonna come back to haunt you. You have my condolences. But don't come crying to me later. I think we already realized that, and that's why we decided to enjoy it until it's gonna get much worse. Your mic was ominous, but my relationship with you has taken a step okay, maybe half a step forward. So I can see what the problem is. Why my girl is vibrating? Like, what's going on? Never mind, she's just being pissed, and that's really understandable, because what we did wasn't a good thing by any means. We practically ditched her without even letting her know where we're going. We didn't even give her an excuse in the first place, so like... Everything okay, Kirama? You look like a puffed up Takayaki. I turned to the door, only to find Kirama in a half. She drags me into her room and makes me kneel down on the floor.
どうして私が怒っているか、ナオくん分かってる？
Do you know why I'm mad, Naoko? Acting uncharacteristically stern, but no. I have no idea why I'm in trouble. Seriously?
そんなことだろうと思ったけど、今日はちゃんとナオくんを叱りたいと思います。
I knew you wouldn't, which is exactly why you need talking to. Yeah, we need a third talking to. Oh, wow. You're not flustered for once. She's cute when she's miffed, though she's almost always cute, aside from when she's puking.
昨日の夜、どこ行ってたの？
Where we were last night, what?
どうしてここまで行ってもわからないの？
How do you not understand my question? Yeah, like... I don't think the playing dump is gonna get us out of this predicament. She can shout as incredibly as she wants, but it's not going to make me understand any better. Well, you know how your son doesn't come home every night? Same deal. I've been always Krishka been out all night.
私、ナオくんの彼女。ナオくん、私の彼氏。OK。
I'm your girlfriend and you're my boyfriend, Capish? Capish, so what? So what? Like, yeah, so what?
例えば私が一晩何も言わずにどっか行って朝帰りしてきたら、ナオくんどう思う？
What would you think if went out at night without saying anything and didn't come back until the next morning? Oh, my little Kiramas finally made a friend she can have summer party with. I can hold her back at the tears. Nah, I don't think it's really gonna be our reaction if it's gonna happen.
もう、それがお友達じゃなくて知らない男の人
Stop
だった
that. But what if it wasn't a friend but some guy? You would know. Now we're really acting like a douchebag. Oh, my legs hurt enough from kneeling here. Don't step on them.
私を一晩心配させたことに比べたら 軽いものでしょ。
The pain is nothing compared to how worried I was all night. You were worried about me, my bad.
ナオくんが夜にフラフラしてたのを心配したわけじゃなくて、ほら
I wasn't worried about you being
して
out at
こういう
night.
時だけにぶちんなの。
You know what I mean? Stop being so dense. Okay. You think I spent the night with another woman? Wait, that would make you jealous. Of course it would make you jealous.
どうして驚いてる
Yeah,
の
like,
よ。
why it's even a shock?
私これでもナオくんの彼女さんなんだからね。寮とはいえ同じとこに暮らしていて、つまりそれって同棲ってことでしょ。
Why is that a shock? I'm technically your girlfriend now. And yes, it's a dorm, but we both live here. So we are technically living together. No, I don't think that counts. And why it doesn't count? Because we are technically girlfriend and boyfriend. I like the word technically there.
そうなるの。それでナオくんは昨日の夜どこで
Yes,
何
it
を
does.
誰としていたの。
So, where were you last night? Who were you with? And what were you doing? That's that's a lot of good questions, and I'm afraid we have no good ways to dodge that. Yeah, like I never anticipated she would get so weird. Jealous, really, about me spending one night away. I mean, we can only came to know each other by spending the night together, after all. Part of me is happy she feels this way, but Rui, warning is really hitting him now. I think this has gone past just being fun and games. Are we really that dance? Cause I felt like it wasn't fun in games, like at least it definitely wasn't fun in games after our date with both of them. Has she actually fallen for me? Yes, she did. Obviously, not about to tell her I was at yours.
ナオくんだって夜通し遊んでくれるようなお友達いないこと知ってるんだから。
I know you don't have any friends you would hang out it's still morning anyway. Maybe not friends, but I know a few assholes I could spend the whole night bitching and complaining with.
ナオくん
Naokun? Oh, forced me to listen to her sob story. Yeah, sure. You keeps on bullying her. I can tell I'm not going to get out of this easy, so I decide to blame it all on Rui. I'm sure she will back up my alibi. I'm not gonna be so sure about this, because it's Rui after all, and particularly wouldn't like to get yourself involved in that mess. I did ask myself internally if I should call her you or Nobuta, but I figured she would probably wouldn't pay it any attention if I just threw it out there.
ナオくんまでルイさんと仲良しになってる。
Oh yeah, best friend. Is Rui-san too? Huh. That's why my girl is spinning more and more as this exchange goes on. Yamata has only worsened, only for completely different reason. At least this one isn't my fault.
っていうかナオくん、私以外の女の子と仲良しすぎない？
Yeah, the asshole. You know, Naokun, you have an awful lot of lady friends who aren't me. You don't like that Maybe you should be more lovey-dovey with me. Oh, come on. Like,
そういうことじゃなくて、なおくん私と付き合いしてるんだから、そういうのはなんというか。
I'm glad that
だな。
she's clearly expressing that to him and not trying to downplay that. It's not about that. You're supposed to be my boyfriend, so I don't like it. Though she trails off in intensity and screams about. Surprisingly enough, she manages to maintain eye contact with me the whole way through. If you love me, then say so.
なおくんが先に
Only if you go first. I woo I woo you.
気持ち悪い。
Why are you so gross? You're just too cute, Kiama. It's downright unfair. If you got any cuter, then I'm gonna have to go jump into having loving consensual sex with you.
いや、頬ずりしてこないでよ。
Wait, what? You don't wrap up against me. Sadly, she pushes me away. No, she got way too embarrassed. I can never tell if she wants to get intimate with me or not. I think she wants to get intimate with us after she sees that we actually love her, like we truly love her, and they're not just like the time in peak, like.
なおくんが友達になってくれたらよかったのに、どうして彼氏になっちゃうの？
This would be so much better if we were just friends. Why would you have to end up becoming my boyfriend? Because that's how it is. Speak for yourself.
やっぱり私が彼女じゃ嫌なんだ。
So you don't want me to be your boyfriend? Never mind. It's Kama's line. So you don't want me to be your girlfriend? I never said that. But I guess in her books it counts as such because you didn't refute that.
じゃあ、私が嫌だなって思うことし
Alright,
ないで。
Now stop doing things I don't like. I'm sorry. Next I will bring you along so you can drink some booze and throw up. Okay.
まずお酒飲ませようとしないでよ。
Yeah, let's not make Kiyama drink, cause if it's not us, someday she might choke on her own puke, and it's gonna be really bad. You could start by not trying to force alcohol onto me. I'm not forcing you. You're doing it willingly and still throw up. I always catch you giving your son and Nagamin envious looks when they're sipping on a drink.
それでなおくん、私は悪いことをしたら埋め合わせが必要だと思う。
Since you hurt me, you need to make it up to me. I'm always in this position. What's become of my life? But we do need to make up to her, cause what we did was really not a good thing.
何か言った？
Did you say something? Nope. I've managed to avoid telling her why I was out last night. So I should just play alone and take any punishment she doles out.
それじゃあ、みやこのこと教えて。
Okay then, okay, we're really making some progress, and I'm glad we're making progress. Tell me about Miyaka. You don't wanna know about me. Wait, I'm still having the problems getting along. Don't tell me she has been mean to you when I'm not around. No, it's not what she means. The part she's really interested in is more about why we are so close to Miyaka and how it can affect our relationship with her. Taking into the picture.
ちょっとは仲良くできてるもん。みやことのこと、前もナオくんに聞いたけど、
We are getting
教
along.
えてくれなかったから。
I asked her about you before, so, but she wouldn't tell me anything. I already told you, there is nothing interesting about my past.
この前ね、みやこがナオくんのお姉ちゃんだって。
The other day, I heard Nagamin say Mika was your older sister. Oh.
そんなの気にならないわけないでしょ。
Obviously, that's gonna raise a few questions, right? I bet, I never had any intention of hiding it. Even could tell that Mika are too close for mere friends. But even still, neither of us really care about us being step-siblings. We're comfortable with the current relationship we have. So we are actually step-siblings. So it doesn't really matter.
だったら二人はどういう関係？
What do you mean your current relationship? This might come as a surprise to you, but okay, this was something I suspected all along, and here we go. But she was my first.
初めて。
What? Your
どういう
first?
こと？
First what? Are you freaking out if you don't even know? Do I really have to spell it out for you? It's embarrassing.
みやこはナオくんの元カノ
Was she your
ってこと？
first girlfriend? No, the first. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. The first girl I had sex with. What? This is the most I think I have ever seen someone freak out.
エッチはしたけど
Wait,
付き合って
what?
はいない。
You had sex, but she wasn't your girlfriend?
どういうことなの？
So that means, what does it mean? Yeah, like, what it actually means. Honestly, I haven't got much of a clue myself.
何それ？ナオくんはぐらかしてるだけ
What
な
the
の
heck?
よ。
Are you sure you're not just dodging the question again? Alright, fine. That would make it up to you, so I will tell you about what happened between me and Miyaka. You wanna know, don't you? Yeah.
うん。
Doesn't give me your sympathy or try to dig into it or anything. As far as I'm concerned, it's all in the past. Alex and Nampa from Nilin, but first them interaction and stand up.
どこ行くの？
Where are you going, Are we gonna have this walk on the beach together with Kama? To get never mind. To get some booze. I'm not talking about this over.
じゃあ私も冷凍たこ焼きチンしてくる。
Then I'm gonna get some takoyaki out of the freezer. Almost feels like we are staying up later, watching a movie or something. Oh well. I don't know why why me agreeing to tell her about my depressing past put her in such a good mood, but whatever. As long as she's not upset. I'm glad that we do makeup. It's like gonna be our first serious conversation with Kama. When she caught my eye and returned to her room, after taking a few sips of my drink, I began to tell her my story, much like you had told me yours the night before. The story of my fling with Miyaka. In respect, neither of us ever said we loved each other. I don't think we ever felt the need to put it into words, but now when I wonder if maybe we should have at least once. However, if I was capable of that at the time, I couldn't tell you. Met in the most normal, cliched way. It was the start of a new school year, and she was in the seat next to me. She was a transfer student, but since we were all in a new class, she didn't draw that much attention. My first impression of her was that she didn't have much presence. blink and she might be gone by the time you opened your eyes. So invisible was she that even the sunlight streaming in through the window next to her seemed to reach me without any disturbance. That's why it seemed perfectly natural that I wasn't particularly attracted to her. And you still had sex with her. Her hair is really silky. I wonder what shampoo she uses. The thought crossed my mind, but I realized it would be a creepy way to break the ice. So I let the chance slip by. Her behavior was what I could only describe as bizarre. She spent most of her time gazing out of the window. She is the anime protagonist, like the very definition of one, because usually it's usually the one who is sitting by the window and gazing at the sky. Our teachers would often scold her for not paying attention. You would peg her as the quite self-absorbed type, only for her to come alive when all the girls gathered at her desk during lunch break. However, once they left, she returned to gazing out at the window. I caught her dozing off on more than one occasion. She seemed fond of the sun, despite how pale she was. You could have been sit neighbors for a while after that. Just watching her was enjoyable enough, so I decided to forget all about trying to talk to her. That was when it happened.
写真貸して。
Let me pencil it. I didn't expect a relationship with Miko start or something like this. I thought we definitely gotta have a really long story with each other, but apparently it's not the case. Our first conversation was as mundane as I could be. Here you go.
何これ、コインだけど。
Huh? Why is it so thick? The Belita is the best around. I love the feel of it sliding across the paper.
恋と手のひらが擦れて汚れる。
It splashes against your hand and gets your fingers dirty. But hey, at least it's something he enjoys using it. So like, even goes just because it's popular, but I'm gonna convert them. Never mind. My guy is a fanatic.
変な人。
Yeah, weird. I get that a lot. I seem to have made an awful first impression, so realizing this conversation probably our last. I bit the bullet and went for it. What shampoo do you use?
覚えてない。
Don't know. I haven't heard that will make the whole world jealous.
知らないけど。
Okay.
なんで私に聞く
I don't know why you're asking me about that. Well, you have pretty hair.
今日、あんまり決まってないのに。
I didn't do much of anything with it today. Shuffle the back of your hair annoyed. Wouldn't even spot the difference. Pretty weird.
納得がいかない。
No, you are. She pouted, but for the first time, I felt like we're on the same wavelength.
なお、
No, I'm
お腹
hungry.
すいた。
Give me
お
meat.
肉ちょうだい。
Maybe you shouldn't have eaten them sandwich this morning. Don't come begging me just because I know how to wait.
見てわからない。私は育ち盛りなの。
Can't you tell? I'm still growing. So I am.
じゃあ我慢するから、帰りにコンビニチキンおごって。
Fine. I'll wait as long as you buy me some chicken on the way home. Sure, but I'm getting you a chicken salad.
違う。揚げたてジューシーなやつ。肉汁ブシャってなるやつ。
No, I want a fried chicken. Juicy fried chicken that squirts when you bite it. She really likes humid, isn't she? I don't know how your skin is so springy. And your eating habits are so bad.
もちもちはしてな
It's
い
not springy. Oh really? Well, I guess I wouldn't know. I haven't touched it.
なおの肌は荒れ果てた大地って感
Your
じ
skin is like a barren wasteland. You better start you better start watering me then.
油分も吸い取らないと保湿も大事
You gotta get rid of the oil too. Moisturizing is important. Wait, are we wasteland or some looking up a car? Like, which one we are? Oh, I think I have time for all that crap.
どうしてこう男子ってガサツなの
Why are you guys so indifferent about this stuff? You could be a little more well. Actually, you kinda odd, specifically the way you act towards me.
それはそう
Yeah. It depends how often she smiled. Okay, I like to smile here. Even if they were mostly smug greens. Yeah, it's a bit smug. It's a bit smug, but like it kinda suits her. Meanwhile, I often get told I was hopelessly lacking in charm. We're completely opposite. Little by little, we started talking more, until we were more or less friends. We sat next to each other, meaning we were together from the beginning of school till the end. Becoming friendly with the people near you is a natural progression, as long as you have at least some things in common. On top of that, our houses were actually fairly close to each other, so we started walking home together as well.
帰らないの
Not leaving? She gave me a puzzled look. We were both on a cleaning duty, but having finished, I had opted to sit back in my seat rather than leave immediately. Not wanna?
どういうことなの
What do you mean? Some days, you just really don't wanna go home. Yeah, I feel that. Ilya? Wasn't expecting you to. She didn't ask I was going home. She just sat down next to me and gazed out at the window.
帰りたくないなら
If you don't wanna go home,
家来る
wanna come to my place? Oh, she's the one inviting us. You sure?
暇だし
Not like I got anything better to do. I don't know.
どうして悩む
Why not? I mean, you are whatever. Let's go.
変ななお
You're weird. I had the urge to shoot back at that she was the weird one, but since she wasn't doing this for my sake, I decided to keep my mouth shut. After arriving at her place, we went up to her room, and for a moment things were awkward, but that was it.
人の部屋でこうもだらけられるの才能だと思う
Who is where's the hoodie in their own room? Like that's and the school uniform. It's kind of wild to me. Crazy. Guess that you can just lazy around in someone else's room like that. I'm trying to be wild and inhibited.
小さいこと
Yeah, sure.
気にするくせに
This is the guy who gets bothered over all sorts of tiny things. You're in a good mood today. Something happened?
実はさっき50円玉拾った
And that's the first time we get to see him Nakamimi. I found 50 yen on the street. What the hell? Could even buy a drink with that. I mean, 50 yen is not a lot, but like, can you at least buy a gum on that? Like, I could tell she wasn't answering my question, but I didn't care. As long as she was enjoying herself.
ゲームでもする 男の子はみんな好きなんでしょ？
I wanna play a game. I know all guys love video games. Sure, but I'm not gonna go easy on you just cause you're a girl.
笑っていられるのも今のうち。
After a while, you still can. The console she had was a generation or so behind, and which generation it is, cause there was a lot of them. But the game we ended up playing was the one I had spent hours on when I was younger. I went in confident and came out utterly crashed. Is it a fighting game? This sucks. Why would I even come here?
もう一回ってしつこく言うからたくさんボコってあげたのに。
Only keep beating you up because you keep asking for one more. Every game has that one character who is super OP. I didn't think it'd be such a dirty player, Miyako.
なおが下手くそなだけ。
Don't blame me. You just suck. I wasn't having any fun at all, but she was giggling anyway. Well, after that, summer rolled around. At some point, we just sort of became a thing. Neither of us asked the other out or made any specific mention of it. It just came out. It just came about naturally. As for the how, you're a lot like me, you know that? Don't look so offended. You're gonna break my heart.
なおに似てるって言われて喜ぶ人なんていない。
No one would want to be compared to you. Seems like she doesn't have a high opinion of us. I didn't mean in terms of physical appearance, idiot. But we are not really even that bad looking, to be honest. I just mean we are like on the same wavelength.
いつから電波受信できるようになったの？
When did you become an antenna? I'm an antenna that eats miracle waves.
じゃあ受信料払って。
Pay the transmission fee. Sorry, I don't own a TV.
私はなおのことよくわかってないけど。
I don't get you at all. You don't? But we were soulmates. This is the biggest shock of the century. And you meant compensation.
だって今みたいにいきなり変なこと言うから。
You always say all this random stuff. I noticed that she was acting differently. She was avoiding making eye contact with me, and her sentences were bit out without her usual vigor. And she is blushing. Well, I don't get you either. I didn't know why she was blushing. I don't get you at all. And I didn't know why I was blushing either.
なおは
Do you not
わからない
want to get me?
方がいい？
She gave me this pleasing look. Meh? Whoa, it's so strange. I gave you a cheek, I pinch.
変な
You
声
made me
出た。
squeal. Now I know one more thing about you.
何それ？
Huh? You heard me. Seemingly satisfied by my answer, she nodded before rushing out of the classroom, yelling hair and trailing behind her. Damn, she is fast. Having been left behind, I plumped myself back into my chair. The classroom was empty, but I guessed around, hoping she might show back up. I didn't really wanna go home yet. I'm home. No response came. But that was what I had been hoping for. That was my home life. I'm starting to have a suspicion that our home life is pretty awful if we are hoping to not get any response. Hey,
何？
what? I realized I have never met your parents, and we also didn't get to see his parents.
会いたいの
You wanna? Well, not really. Was that the right thing to say?
なんだろ
I wonder. Don't take me seriously, please. And that's but I could tell that her family circumstances were likely similar to mine. So I give up on questioning her and sprawled across her bed.
う。ねえ、ベッドの上でポテチ食べるのや
Hey,
めて。
don't take chips on my bed. I'm using chopsticks. Yeah, really using chopsticks, damn it. Yeah, real weirdo. Cause like, who... Okay, there is us who is already doing that, like, but who actually eating freaking chips by freaking chopsticks? Like, come on. So there won't be any mess.
その食べ方もやめて。耳っちいから。
Why do you eat like that? It's weird. What's the problem? You want me to be wild and inhibited?
ならなくていい。
No, I don't want you to
なおはその
change.
ままでいい。
You also make it sound like you want me to stay a kid forever. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. Our conversation dropped off and the TV show we had playing in the background came to the end. I should probably get going.
なお、
Now, what?
呼んだだけ。
Nothing. You're weird. Alright then. I'll see you tomorrow.
また明日。
Bye. That was that all about. Did she not want me to go? I asked, but because I knew she would just bluff her way through it. But I could feel it from her fingers when she had quickly grabbed a hold of my sleeve before I left. Whatever. She has got way more friends than me. We weren't always together. It was only when we had nothing else to do that we would hang out at her place. Wait, I'm the one who misses her? Nah, no way. Yeah, it seems like it's the case. I wasn't that big willed. My reasons for not wanting to go home were the same as they always were.
今日も帰ってこない。
They're not coming back today. I don't even remember the last time they did come back. So it doesn't bother me if they are not here. This is my home life. Yes, home is the loneliest place in the world. Are their parents working overseas or like? Because why they're not in home? Like,
今日、うち親いないんだけど。
my parents won't be home today. But now we for sure can say that, like, I guess about them being orphans is was completely off. But now chatting in the classroom before anyone else arrived had become part of our daily routine. Only this day I noticed something was off about Miyako. So what, that's every day.
どうせ今日もいない。
Yeah. You're not acting yourself today for some reason.
なおのバカ。
You're so dumb. You don't have to tell me, you will have to explain because I am dumb.
エッチなことしたい。
Damn, she's so forward about this. When I have sex, sometimes she was even more of an idiot than me. Sorry, slow down. That's where this is going.
そういう
Yeah.
感じ。
She tried her best to remain calm, but she couldn't take it. She shot out of her seat, her face redder than I would than I had ever seen it. The almost transparent girl was for once really visible. And you called me dumb. Why would you ask me that in the morning? Like, do you have any idea how awkward the rest of the school day is gonna be with you sitting next to me? I was about to explain being being bald firsthand. Being a boy in the puberty, I would often fantasize about having a physical relationship with Miyaka, but to have it dropped on my lap out of nowhere like this. Yeah, it was pretty out of nowhere, to be honest. So I can't blame him. Actually, I could not consider it at all during class. Time seemed to drag on for an eternity with neither of us looking the other in the eye, let alone exchanging words. And here it goes. I was used to being in Miyaka's room by now. On a typical day, I would either hop onto her bed, blow down on the floor. On that day, however, we spent several minutes standing there, swiftly after we entered. She had to endure the embarrassment of asking, so now it's my responsibility to take the lead. I had never cared about trying to show off to Miyaka before, but if that wasn't the time to do so, I don't know when it would be. You sure you wanna do this with me? Yes. She stared up at me, been shorter than I was. Never in the time I had known her, her presence felt so strong to me. But now that she did feel within reach, once again her fleeting nature seemed to draw me in. I placed my hands on her shoulders, causing her to shudder. Imagine if we just ran away here. Hey, are you getting cold feet? Nah, I've just never done this to you before. I was nervous, certainly, but I was doing things the way I wanted. Really? Springy. Something about your eyes scares me. Man, it's hot in here. Also, what's the deal with... Nice. Oh, did we have the... the whole thing is with the bugs under our eyes. Even back then, like... Is that what she's talking about? Yeah, it's summer. Hey Miyaka, is everything okay? Yes, I'm fine. I just wanna be with you. You haven't hell of affection stuff like that. Like you're the one to talk. You had me so tight it hurts. Please, you're letting me to do it. I felt more fulfilled than I was. Like I wanted this feeling to last forever. Strangely enough, my heart wasn't racing. I think I might have to start using you as a pillow. As long as you don't stop. Are you okay with that? Yes, don't leave me. Just stay. I always found just to be weird, but I could tell that there was more to it. Miyaka. Wait. She cut me off with a harsh tone. Next second I heard the front door opening. I thought you said your parents weren't here? Why? It's too early. She snuggled between my arms. We both kept our breathing quiet as we listened. You know, they're gonna spot my shoes by the door and make the connection. I hid them in the case. No, that's quite thoughtful of you, actually. Well, now I feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be. It was just one pair of footsteps we could hear. It was two of them, slowly making their way up the staircase. I had been to Miyaka's house on countless occasions, but this had never happened before. I just it was simply her mother and father arriving home together. What? Until, however, I spotted a familiar face through the crack in the door. Hey, come on, don't be impatient. It was not before the morning started. Miko was gripping my arms so tightly it hurt. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? did she knew about this? The teasing in the hallway soon fumbled its way into the neighboring room. Man, listening to Monin is really weird. I had I had to deal with this in different circumstances from them during one of my jobs, but yeah, but it was really awkward. You could hear the butter clicking, skin smacking, and worst of all, the she was months. They were going at it at full force with no knowledge of the fact that we were in the other room listening. What the hell?
嫌でしょこんなの
I had that, you had to see this. The person she is, that's my dad actually. What? What the hell, kind of a sick prank is got playing on us. My dad never came home, and I never really cared to know where he was, or what he was doing. My mother was constantly crying, always ignoring me. However, I was used to it. It didn't bother me. But at that point, I wanted to spend as little time as at home as possible. That was it. But in a cruel twist of fate, my dad happened to be having an affair with Mika's mother.
ごめんな
I'm sorry now. I never should have suggested this.
あんなこと言わなければ
That's one way to find out about this. Like, they look upset to you, and you my asshole father was up to no good. I'm over it, Mika. You finally raised your hat from my chest. Oh, and she's crying. And only then did I notice her tear stained cheeks. Why are you crying?
つもりじゃ
Never wanted this to happen. I had always assumed that she felt the same as I did, so I didn't get why she was crying. Why now? I was angry, sure, but not upset, not at all. Hey Mika, what's on? Why are you crying? The worst thing was that I just couldn't understand it. If we were younger, then it would have been traumatizing, of course, but even though they were technically our parents, we hardly knew them. The people we saw in the moment weren't our father and the mother, but a man and a woman lasting after each other. It wasn't any sort of critique of their parenting. They had made their choice, and their choice wasn't us. Maybe this comes across as cold-hearted, but I was entirely unaffected by the revelation of my dad having an affair. I had convinced myself that Mika was just like me, and that she would feel the same way. When I said that she was just like me, I meant it. Seeing how things turned out, it'd be right to say I was wrong, into you were wrong, like this. But ultimately, I was just unable to work out why Mika was crying. A while passed, but I couldn't tell you how long. The bunny died down, and was replaced by the sounds of them leaving to go off somewhere. All the while I hugged Mika as she trembled. Mika. Her tears had run dry, and her face was a mess. I gave her a gentle shake to try and bring her back to her senses. It's okay now.
全然
It's not though.
大丈夫じゃない
Mom's had gone red from where her fingernails were digging into my skin. She was covered from head to toe in a cold sweat, and her beautiful hair had lost its luster.
青
No.
いる
Are you there? Yeah, of course. You can see me. Can't you?
じゃあ抱いて
Fuck me then. Mika.
いいから忘れられないぐらい
Just do it.
めちゃくちゃにして
You went to me so hard, I will never forget. I couldn't say no to that face of yours. It's like she pleading him to make you forget all of that. She could smile, she could sulk, she could be herself, but it was her tear-stained face that called me to me most of all, and that's probably how our tear fetish has started. Like, makeup was the original cause of it. Right, so you could clearly guess what happened, and even the choice we made, because that was actually a choice between putting out or not. And this time, this choice affects the story, like, it's... Because you literally can get a different ending if you don't pull out. Mika still covered in my cam, pulled the blankets up over herself to hide. They couldn't draw out the sobbing from within, and she really was insisted on us doing that inside. What the heck? I couldn't exactly leave her, so I snuggled up to her and let her cry for the rest of the night. Hey there, you're my brand new big sister. You give me all the power. Why the hell you did get to be the big sister? Tell me how to make you become more reasonable. We could have sex again. That's the last thing we should be doing. We're now both completely broken. The only reason we were still together was because familial bonds forced us to. That's one hell of a way to end up becoming siblings. Especially after having the sex like that. With Mia crying all the way for it. Man, I still can't believe your mama got hitched to my break for that. But that's that, I should get to move on and be happy. Would you wanna stay with someone who cheated on you? Well, maybe they're both happier this way in a sense. Knowing that I would never have to see my mom covering in fear of my dad again, certainly made me feel better. It's also fucked up that we both get dumped on the side of the family, like... We can just start again from the scratch, it's fine. The real feeling, any of that sisterly love from you, not that I'm doing any better. I don't care. I'm fine with whatever. She took my hand and snuggled up to me. The best part was that I couldn't find a reason to push her away. I wondered what happened to our relationship after this. Perhaps things would have been different if we had said we loved each other and started dating. I didn't feel anything from being together, but that wasn't all that strange. Come to think of it, what she did that day was probably her way of trying to take the first step forward, but it was never meant. I think I just convinced myself that she felt the same way I did. I'm sorry now. Seriously, why are you apologizing? I didn't get a reply, but I wasn't expecting one. I should have been the one to apologize. But every time I saw the frown on her face, the fog inside me grew stronger. It would have been better for both of us if we spent some time apart, but the option of doing so was taken from us before we would have a chance to. We were stuck with it. I mean, we were stuck with it, because it's definitely something we didn't see coming, but like, yeah. We really ended up in a situation where we couldn't even get space from each other. It's pretty wild. You're stuck with it. Maybe I'll go look at the ocean. So that's how you went there, and that's how we meant your. I could hardly think about what to do from now on, or what I wanted to do while Mika was around. I'd go as far away as possible to someplace quiet where no one would bother me. By the time the idea had fully formed, my feet were already carrying me off. It was a long journey to the beach I had decided on. The empty train rolled from the side to side as I sat. No one else was heading to the suburbs at dawn on a weekday. I was alone with my thoughts, and after much brooding, I had a realization. I knew why Mika started crying before we had sex that day. I was in dumb buzz for assuming she and I were the same. I realized that we spent time together for the same reason and we were attracted to each other. The one difference between us would be that Mika was far more mature than I was. Once our parents' affair came to light, she and I would have been able to stay together, and she got on straight away, which is why she started crying. And I thought we also got onto this. I guess maybe we I mean, we are a bit dense, like. So, but I also can't blame us because it's just way too much on our plate to deal with, like, and especially if only going down to the high school. So why didn't she pull away from me? Why did she agree to keep going? It must be because she actually loved me. Because she didn't want to leave me, no matter what. I still wanted to be with Miko myself. Only the question was if that meant in a romantic way, and I didn't have an answer to that. So essentially, we ended up having confusing and messy feelings about America. And that's how we got to the state of things between us we have today. How was a guy like me supposed to actually fall in love with someone? It all came back to me assuming she and I were the same. We are not friends, we are not boyfriend and girlfriend, and now we can't even be family. Yet we were still stuck with one another. That's why I had to go and gaze out at the ocean. I can smell the sea breeze. The ocean was close. I pulled up at the window of my box seat. Something you only really get in the countryside trains nowadays, and waited anxiously to arrive. I wasn't able to consider my next actions as I looked out at the ocean. Mika was the only thing on my mind. Somehow I still felt a little encouragement, since in no small part to the special charm of the beach during the summertime. The sea was far more beautiful, far more tranquil than I had imagined. I'm gonna say this once again, but the background images for this visual are pretty good. Like, favorite place to visit if you had things to get off your chest. And we know how to fucking love someone. Like faster like a son, as they say. As the saying goes, it had never felt more true. Like, and it does make sense that he's able to really love someone as he didn't get to experience that firsthand. I'm sure my parents must have been in love at one point. The way things turned out was just the end point of it all. So who cares if be casual about dating. Just give it a shot and see where it goes. As long as I'm not got serious about it, I would never have a reason to be unhappy. So that's like how we arrived to the mindset we have today. And I thought I was capable of true love to begin with. But then that girl came and sat right next to me in the class. As we got to know each other, I fell in love with her, and there's no denying it. I just assumed everything would work out because she was the same as me. If so, she would have no trouble understanding me. By the time I realized how conceited that was, it was too late. I felt like such a fool, it was driving me mad. This is too much. I didn't care about Mika becoming my stepsister or whatever. The weight of her love was just too much for me to carry. Why would you seriously fall in love with dumbass like me? Maybe because we are dumbass, like, and she couldn't help herself. If only I would ask her out, we would have started dating, had sex at some point, and broken up for some stupid reason. The people teenage one story would have been much better for us. Mika had me, and I figured out she knew exactly how she felt. That's why she told me she was fine with how things were, even though she didn't believe it. Still, I didn't want to leave her, because she always smiled for me. I knew I could never make her happy. Being together romantically would only bring back the painful memories of that day. But more than anything else, why some loser like me? I didn't want to make her cry again. I didn't want her crying over some idiot. Most of all, I didn't want her to cry in front of me, because that would make me want to fuck her senseless. I had experienced what it's like to sleep with a girl in that much emotional pain, and I would actually do it again. Despite the fact that I never want to make you sad, like, excuse me. Every time we had sex, I felt unsatisfied. I realized that I started refusing to have sex with him. No matter how many times she would come onto me, cringing and crying. Finding the urge to break down, that tear-stained face is what left me unable to sleep. I didn't dare anyone else. I wished I had someone else to take the brunt of this thick fog. If only I had someone to release it on, someone who wasn't Mika. And that's how we met Yoram. However, I never would have expected to come across a kind girl right then and there. She was sobbing her heart out like it was the end of the world. Her tears called to me. I'm sure most people would be grossed out to hear my truth. But in that moment I was hopelessly attracted to Nobuto Yura. It was that moment that I knew Mika and I should live for one another, but I couldn't. I'm fine with this. She'd always say that, and to this day I play alone. Wow. Why the hell are you crying? That's a really a mess, like. I expected it to be sad, but like it's really messy. Because wow, I actually didn't tell her everything, and here Yama goes with getting all emotional about hearing our story with Mika and tearing her eyes out. And actually I didn't tell her everything about my true feelings, but the summary I gave her was enough for her to start wailing. She's so cute. Look, Yutakayaki is getting cold. Sniffle. It tastes like a snot.
鼻水の味がする。
The way she's stuffing her cheeks with takoyaki while tears stream down them is so adorable that I want to just wrap my arms around her, but exercise I resigned.
つまり
So the reason you two
な
are
お
like
くんは
now,
みやこがお姉ちゃんになっちゃったか
I
ら
like this now is
今
because
みたい
Mika
な
became
関
your
係に
sister.
なったの？
That's a part of the reason, but I assume not sole reason. Do I seem like the kind of guy who cares about stuff like that?
見えない。
No, it's that's not like that's not a compliment. Well, you know, we couldn't exactly just continue doing what we had been.
そう。
I guess. I don't know.
う
I thought about this before.
考えたことないからわからない。
You both are stupid and cute. Wait, have you been sneaking the sips of my drink? She gave it down
ちょっとだ
again.
け
Like, just a
だ
little.
って
It's not my fault.
飲まないといろいろ冷
I
静
started
にい
getting
られそうになかったんだ
obsessed listening to you. So half we can is about all we can manage. Oh well.
でもやりちんなおくんが
But wait,
みやこ
if
専
only
用
ever
のや
fucked
りちん
around
だっ
with
たなん
Mika,
て
does that make you a fuckboy?
それ
Probably
土手さんとあ
way
まり変
closer
わ
to
ら
the
ない
version
じゃん
end of the spectrum. There's no spectrum, like what kind of spectrum she's talking about? Besides, I have been with you too, so according to your logic, I'm a fuckboy.
前々から思ってたけど
You
なお
know,
くんっておバカさんだよね
I've always thought you were a big dummy. You're the last person I want to hear that from, Yutakaki Loner.
最近はぼっちじゃないもん。あ、そうだ、聞いて。今度ゆあちゃんと海で遊ぶ約束したの。
I'm not a loner anymore. Oh, get this. I just made plans with Yuchan to get to go together to the beach. Wow, my little Yama is going on her first play date. Wow. Why are you crying? Something to do. Impersonation of me, will you?
真似しないで。
Be like a proud father. That's pretty much sums it up. Just so you know, I think you're the only one she invited. Wow. I know about you and scheming, but she invited everyone in my social circle, me included. What's she's scheming behind, like it's starting to sound a bit scary. Like, supposedly it was so we could have the barbecue we missed out in favor of the Kaiki party, but I know she's up to something. She for sure is up to something. The question is what?
ゆあちゃん以外とも仲良くできるチャンスだと
I'm taking this
前向き
positively.
に捉えること
This is
に
my
した
chance to make other friends. There must be nice to be so built. So you're satisfied now? Whatever happened between me and Mika is nothing you need to concern yourself with.
でも
But she still likes you,
みやこは
doesn't
まだ
she?
なおくんのこと好きなんでしょ
No idea. If you consider everything that he told in this part so far and recall the conversation Mika had with you, I think it's clear that she still likes us a lot.
わからん
You what? Just go and ask
け
her
ば
if
い
you
いじゃ
don't
ない
know.
の
Like I
今
asked
日
you
の私
today.
みたいに
She wouldn't want that. She's the one always telling me she's fine with how things are and refusing to speak about it. Admittedly, I'm using this as an excuse not to bring it up with you.
じゃあどうしてなおくんは私とお付き合いできてるの
Then how come you're going out with me? Because you basically forced me into that. Either way, the goal is having loving sexual sex and that sounds like a sweet deal to me.
なおくんのバカ
You're so dumb, yeah. Well, what about you then?
私ね
I mean, the thing is,
なおくん
first
と
we
初め
met,
て会っ
I
た
heard
日
you crying while
泣き
saying
ながら
Nika's
みや
name
こ
in
っ
your
て
sleep.
寝言言ったの聞いちゃったの
And that's part of the reason why I think we're a good fit with each other, because The thing is, camera actually can make us sleep peacefully, and that's that means a lot, I think. Oh my goodness, that's so embarrassing. Embarrassing.
本当に恥ずかしいからって茶化さないでよ。それがどうしても気になって。
And I didn't laugh it off. You clearly are embarrassed. Anyway, this had a playing on my mind. So I ended up publishing a bunch of stuff out. So then we ended up like this. I'm pretty sure other people would think we are crazy.
だからね。
Well, that's why I want to have unconsensual sex with you before it's too late.
ラブラブセックスしようと思うの。
Dang, my girl is making her move. What do you mean? I just hope it's not gonna go the same way due to me. I don't wanna things turn up this way. You're starting to sound like me. Honestly, I don't even think a tiny amount of abuse is safe for him.
私たちは
You
い
brainwashed
つまで
him.
もこのままじゃダメだと思う。
This is well, this relationship isn't gonna last forever. I mean, sure. Real words come to my mind. Always you are yourself. All this time I have been living the life of a great A to time in douchebag. My actions aren't related one bit to my relationship with Mia. With Mia? With Miyaka. We aren't that, but like that we have a third girlfriend, like that we to time in both Miyaka. Wait. But in a way, we are that, but like, because we still have the unresolved stuff with Miyaka, and in a way, you could think of this as two timing on her with two girls at the same time. This is just a situation brought about us by a series of unfortunate events that will inevitably come crashing down. That's pretty much what happened.
だからね。
Alright, so I want you to
ナオコ
actually
に
give
も
it
ちゃんと考え
some
ておい
thought.
てほしい。
Although, a lot of stuff could have been avoided, to be honest. Give what some thought?
私とラブラブセックスした後のこと。
Yeah, that's like, I would love him to think about it, because one thing is to have the loving consensual sex, but like, there got to be something else after that, right? Like, is that she picks up her empty takoyaki box and leaves the room, and props to Kama for speaking her mind there. Like, if you could that, I wouldn't be in the mess to begin with. My breath reeks of alcohol, making me even more depressed. I don't want to think anymore. I sit down outside and gaze out at the sea. The sea was my escape, and now I'm stuck here. I got nowhere left to go. But out in front of me is a decent sandy shore, not the endless expanse of blue. There's no escape for me there. On one side is you and her tears, and the other is Yama and her blush. And we have to make a choice. And it's gonna cash down anyway, like, no matter the choice we're gonna make. I have to pick one or the other eventually. This isn't something I can learn from. That's what I'm talking about, basically. Like,
私
maybe he thought that
どんなこと言
I
っちゃ
said
った
was
か
weird.
な。
No. I think what you did say there was the right thing, like. And I'm glad that she spoke with her mind, like. I'm repeating myself a bit here, but like, I'm I'm just positively surprised, like, that's... we didn't need to get to Kirama's house to her to express her concerns and worries about the state of their relationship. My heart is still pounding like a drum. I feel a little better now that I know what happened with Miyaka.
でも気づいたらあんなこと
She even got us to open up to her. But then I went and blurted all that out. The thing about it causes my cheeks to turn bright red. Like, I was just curious about who Miyaka was. I never had feelings for her now, or at least that's what I had convinced myself of.
ナオくんのこと
I happened to find out more about him.
と知りたくなっちゃってる
What he told me earlier was only a brief summary. He didn't and likely won't tell me how he himself feels about the matter. Something about it makes me feel all honesty. I know he won't tell me no matter how much I beg. So I'm just going to have to get closer to him.
これが恋するたこ焼き娘
Yes, she is a Takaki girl and she's in love. Like at this point, she can't deny this anymore. Takaki girl in love. What?
レイラ起きてたの
Layla, you're awake.
ヒラメの
I could feel the laugh when
熱々
they.
の日記で起き
That's
た
what I.
んだよこの
That's what woke me up. Yeah.
あで
Oh, don't jiggle my boobs.
おっぱい
That's
プルン
hard.
プルンして痛い
She's jiggling them so roughly that they end up hurting me, and they bounce back into the position.
ねえキラメ
You know, you can talk to me if
何か
there's
悩
something
みがある
bothering
んだった
you.
ら私に相談してね
うん
I know, but not this
多
time.
分レイラじゃ役に
Won't
立
be
たな
able
い
to
から
help me.
今回はしないけど
Whoa, how could you? I have to figure this out on my own.
なお
No, oh, and Miyaka is crying once again. Miyaka, just let me sleep for once.
私とエッチすれば解決する
Wait. It's like what happens every single time she cries. She's asking him to have sex with her. Like, you could have sex with me. That's what solve things. No, we already have been over this.
なんで
Why not?
今
Having
更
sex
エッチ
wouldn't
したぐらい
change
で
anything
何
at
も
this
変
point.
わらないでしょ
It's like literally you're contradicting yourself, but like, I guess it's just that, Macy. Miyaka. I wipe away her tears with the back of her hand and invite her into my bed. They're both Rui and Akirama speaking about it for me to realize. This is what happens when I'm gone for the night.
また
I had a dream where you went to the beach
海
again.
に行く夢を見た
It wasn't a dream.
勝手に
I had a dream where you went somewhere far away. Look, how many times do I have to apologize for that?
どうせこれっ
I
ぽ
know
っちも悪いと
you're
思
not
って
actually
ない
sorry. That's why I have to chase after you.
こうやって追いかける
She curls up in my blankets like a cat, thoughtfully fast asleep. If she was your cat, then only the summertime heat would stop me from sleeping with her. I would forgive the rest for being cute. I might be a piece of shit, but I don't want to make you cry anymore. That's why I wanted to create some distance between us. If only I could tell you that without making you cry. Perhaps then I would be free from the prison of these riotous nights.
寒いからパンツとソックスだけ
It's so
履い
cold,
て
so
る
I'm
よ
making sure you keep my panties in socks on.
真夏の太陽、青い海、真っ白な砂浜、そして女の子たちの
Alright.
水着姿。
I think that's a good spot to end this time, and I didn't expect that to to go this way, but I'm not gonna complain about it in slightest because we got to learn the bits of a big story between Nao and Miyaka, and he opened up to Hirame as well, so that's pretty good, and I'm glad that they had heart-to-heart conversation with each other. But what happened between Nao and Miyaka is really confusing, like. And especially given the moment when it happened, I can say that, like, they had a good chance coming up with sound solution to their problems, because they had to deal with their parents. The parents they didn't even who didn't even care about them. Or in the one relationship they managed to build with someone else. And no matter how Nao tries to make himself sound like he doesn't care about Miyaka inside the center, it was a fling. It's pretty apparent that he did care about her a lot, and it still affects him to this day. As you know, because the guy literally has insomnia. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching this, and we're gonna continue the next time. Ciao.